Sorry
I'll
about
be
that,
back
everybody.
streaming.
Yeah, we are live. Sorry about that, everybody. Had a little disconnection. We are back. At the moment, it's still the same order from TRC. Danny, Gorgon has retired from the session after he went off at the stadium section. He drove back to the pits and retired, and he will not continue anymore in this Dutch Grand Prix here at Zandvoort.
Okay, so looking at everything going on, I think both the Mercedes have fueled the car to allow them to run lean through the corners, not getting any form of tyre overheating, and on top of that, no form of what's it called? You're not losing too much time. As Woken, he's having a little battle with the Mortal here. I think he's now ahead. He just got into the DRS, had a clean move there. Now he's going to be hunting down Danny, I'm sure.
EDM is looking for a little move around the outside there. That got shut off because he can get enough traction, I'd say, on the outside of the track. But it sounded like a little bit of contact between Broken and Immortal, but no damage to the Haas or the Mercedes, so everybody's okay for the time being. And EDM is right on the gearbox, Immortal.
I said he's a good driver, nice lad as well.
DRS for Immortal now. And I run down to
There's a yellow sector 2, I think Fakey had a bit of a spin.
Yeah, Fakey was in P10 for a moment and he's dropped on the audio, but not Joe has recovered 2 P10 after his early spin in turn 1. DRS for ADM now as he's coming down the home straight. Can he get past him also? Can he hold on to it now? And everybody's locking up. Broken getting a big lock up, but he runs wide. But EDM holds on to him also wanting to go around the outside, squeezes him up, and a little bit of contact, no damage though. And this is proving to be a great battle. And now the other Alfa Romeo
doesn't
is
have
joining
nearly as
in.
much ERS as Ed here. So I think next lap it'll be relatively easy for Ed just to breeze past.
And the other Alfa Romeo is pressuring EDM and Immortal. And everybody's locking up. That is not going to help tyre wear. But EDM is gaining on Immortal all the time in this lap. No ERS down the straight, saving it for probably the start finish straight, knowing that Immortal probably doesn't have much left.
Yeah, I think Ed's the quicker driver here, I'm not going to lie. Connor, if you're still there, what's your take on all this? I think we've lost Connor.
Good.
No,
wait, no, you're back.
So TRC,
go on, Ed.
Danny sets fastest lap. Ed can't do it in that lap. Mortal runs wide. And he gets oversteer and he's all over the place. And gets away with that
Ed.
one, only just. And a lock up from a pair of them again. And Broken's just pounced on that mistake and he's pulled a 1 second gap. Danny leads by just under 2 seconds now. But Broken's gaining on him. Lord Gamer is still very much in this battle. Biblical, the other Mercedes, and Ferreccio on his debut, supposedly, is on this battle too. And Doran is 2 seconds behind his teammate. And then it goes to Mods, Notcho, Banky, the Bullet, and then Fakey, who is quite far behind that other DRS train. Oh, someone's gone off. That was Notcho, I believe. Just getting to, just ran a little bit on the grass and it pulled him over.
Oh, Ed's catching. I think he's going to have a go at Immortals here. Yeah. Down the inside.
And he's side by side. Contact there, no damage again.
Ahead.
Just for the time being.
Yeah, I think Immortals is not going to give it up. He made contact. he's made contact with Ed there and forced him really wide.
And that's
I
Lord
think
Gamer's got past extra time being.
I
Lets him
believe
back
Lord
by.
Gamer had possible wing damage. Lord Gamer just punted Immortal on turn 4, which allowed him to go forward and wheel bang into Ed.
Yeah, no damage for either of the
that was a
Alpha
bit
Males.
too optimistic for Immortal to keep it with Ed, personally. I don't like dirty, but, you know, it was fair racing. I think it did get a bit too feisty from the Mortals there. I think Ed was fairly ahead. He didn't need to launch like that.
Could be reviewed after the race, but Immortals dropped it and almost hit to the wall, gets a 3-second time penalty and loses a position.
Chris has gone splurging off.
Oh, that'll be big damage for the Alpha Male. Oh, he's reversed out into the way of loads of drivers. That could have been bigger than what it was. He almost reversed out into the
I
Ferrari.
think the hards could be on for the Alfa Romero who just pitted.
I think Immortal just came back onto the track into Chris's way.
Yes, indeed, it's going to be the hard compound tyres that is coming on, and a new front wing as, you know, big damage just then. Ed is now in the podium position. Immortal's got a penalty.
Yeah, I think Immortals might get another penalty for that. That was very.
But Biblical got the yellow warning of fuel.
Yeah, he probably just put less fuel in than the laps and just run lean so they can get that lower weight than all the other cars and just still use the lean but use that lower weight to their advantage. And it seems to be working because Broken is up into P2 already. As we head
right,
to the
so
10th lap.
Hopefully I can actually speak now without getting interrupted. Immortals pushed Chris off. I think Immortals might get another penalty of some sort for that. I think Immortal came back onto the track right into Chris's way. And yeah, it was very not the nicest of things Immortal did there, I'm not gonna lie. I think Biblical is gonna get past soon though. No, Immortal's just sort of struggling. He's not gaining any positions. If anything, he's doing the opposite. He's losing positions. Between him and Biblical, I think Immortal was braking very early.
Yeah, no damage though. It might have a little chunk of car fibre missing off of the front wing, but nothing that's going to affect anything. He's still pushing, and another lock-up for Immortal. This is doing no good for either of the pair of their tyres. They've both been locking up, and again from Immortal. And his tyres are just going to start falling off a lot. And trying to fake the pit stop there. Doesn't work though.
He's gone past there legitimately.
So Biblical's pit strategy says he'll be in this lap and he'll be on the hards to the end.
Oh wait, no. I think him and Immortal are still fighting.
Oh, Immortal's in the wall. Oh, on my screen then, Immortal went into the wall.
This could be the lap time where people pit for the hards around lap 11.
Just said pit window open on Biblical. On the onboard of Biblical, and I imagine it'll be like that for many other drivers too. Alpha is right on the tail of Biblical and Immortal. Great
I think Broken had a bit of a slip up there. I think Broken had a bit of a slip up, I'm not sure. He's lost a lot of time to Ed and Danny.
Overstay from a big DRS string here. Everybody getting in on this action. Immortal has to defend the 3 drivers behind Biblical, the main one, and another lock-up. Will we see these 4 box now?
Broken's in.
TRT Danny is into the not TRT Danny.
Immortal's in.
Broken is into the pit. So the Mercedes stays out.
Mod stays out.
In.
So
he's in.
My guess is Ed in this lap rather than the one just gone. as he's trying to get in some form of gap and Danny before the pit stops. And it wouldn't surprise me if TRT Danny gets another lap, try and get the overcut on the rest of the drivers, as he certainly has the pace to do that. I'm interested to see if anybody goes with the mediums, but it looks as though everybody is going guns to the heart to the end, praying that there isn't actually a safety car, to be honest, and trying to just work their way through the grid. Well, the Bullet's the only one on the medium tyre, so he's going to go quite a bit longer than the rest of these 5 soft runners that are still out for the moment.
If the Bullet
TLT
can at
Danny
least...
in, Ed is in, is Biblical coming in? Yes, he is, and Joran is in also. Will Mods boxes is he
Joran,
trying
5
to
second
go
penalty
again?
for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, so everybody's in. Bullet's going to take the lead for the moment. So he has a decent gap, but it's going to be a close one between TRT Broken. Now he's past Ed there, but it's going to be a big battle here. And they both lock up once more. And now on the run up the hill to go straight back down it. TLT Broken has actually sort of pulled a little bit of a gap just there, but not to get him out of the DRS range of Ed. So still the chase is on from Ed, but he's lost 3 tenths there through the sort of the mid sector, and the chase is still on here. And again, losing time on the exits. Biblical isn't gaining on that, though he's losing time also. TRT Immortal is chasing Broken as quickest to steal that extra point for the time being. Oh, and looking for a move there, not pulling it off though. You guys,
Yeah, I'm here. Out there.
Hello.
Just double checking.
No, it's just I haven't really been able to have a chance to speak.
yeah, feel free.
I'm about to fall asleep.
So the Bullet's in. Right. Broken, Ed, Biblical, Immortal, Jordan, Virgo, Natoil, all up in position. But it comes out now, there's a yellow, I think Fakey's lost it, yeah.
Is he out or is he just... No, he's not out, he's got big damage.
Frankie is on the set off. Connor. Oh, Connor, what's your take on that?
Can get 12 laps out of them, but then you'll have to pit again, so it'll be interesting. Unless if he's going on these softs just to close the gap down, then go on some mediums. It'll be interesting what he does.
Mm.
As
Logical's
Logic
left.
has left to go to his league race that starts in 10 minutes. So it's just me, you, and I sound so tired, of which I am.
Yeah, so far it's been fairly clean. Jordan has now gotten 3 seconds.
Sorry, I do apologise. As is actually how long's left? Round about
We're
20
just
laps
about to,
remaining.
yeah.
We both sound so tired.
I'm not tired, I feel fine personally, but at the moment I feel like there's not much on track action, unfortunately.
That is true. It's a bit.
Banky's
It's a
on
little bit like
quickest.
Bahrain. Yeah.
I think
Got
yeah. Ed's I think he's dropped off Woken a little here, I'm not sure. That's the Woken does have more ERS than Ed, to be fair. He has a fair amount more than Ed, like Ed's running about
double amount.
25%, Woken 40%, so I'm not
Ed's
sure
on now
what's
15. Might do some open lobbies after this. If you want to join me, Alfie, you can.
I'm afraid I cannot. I think I have a test tomorrow which I need to do some revision for.
Yeah, I've got a test tomorrow too. Your controller batteries are low. Wow. RIP.
There's the yellow sector one briefly there.
Believe me with the Renault actually. Yeah, I think it was the Bullet. So this gives Chris a chance to get into some points. Since the Bullet has actually made a mistake and you know, Chris wants to try capitalise as much as he can throughout the corners as Banky's left the session, which is not good, so Alfie, you might have to try get Banky back in, I suppose.
So you cut out loads there for me, what did you say?
Banky's disconnected, I believe.
Okay. I can't invite him back, unfortunately. My game is a bit tricky with inviting people back.
I'll try and find him back. I think that's your
Chris
target.
has just got to move on the Bullet to promote him back up into the points in P10.
Right. Oh, they're both on the hards.
As
Natal gets a 3
Night
second.
has now gotten his first 3-second penalty of the race. I think he picked quite early onto those hards. About, oh, pardon me. Yeah, I think it was about lap 9, lap 8 he boxed onto those hards, so I'm not sure if that was deliberate or he got damage to start, so I'm not sure. But Immortals is currently behind Biblical. The Biblical just has a bit more, well I say a bit more, Immortals has 0 ERS, Biblical has 18. EDMG, he's on 16%, Broken 36%, Danny 36% as well.
17 laps remaining.
Oh, hold on. I think Immortals has had an off. Yeah, Immortals has had an off. I'm not sure if he's got the damage. I don't think he does by the looks of it. Kept it clean. He's still on the track.
In fact, I actually have 2 tests tomorrow, so I might not do any open lobbies. Immortal goes on the curb actually then picks up his first 3 seconds.
Got 7 viewers, so a little less than last week, unfortunately. But hey,
I do
7 more than 0.
I do apologise, that's his second amount of free.
Hold on, Immortal is trying to go down the inside of Show. I think he is ahead now, yep. Good move there from Immortal.
Nice clean overtake.
Thank God back. I think he has lost time though, because of him disconnecting, unfortunately. So yeah, it's nice to have him back. Yeah, there's really, unfortunately, not much happening on track. There's just Danny leading. Danny leading from Woken, from EMG, from Biblical, from Jordan, from Immortal, from Show, from Natoil, from Mods, from Lord Gamer, from The Bullet, from Banky, and then Takey with just the one DNF being Brute Gordon.
I don't think Brute Gorgon's actually finished the race yet for TRL.
Well, right now I don't jinx it, but it's looking like he will. It was a joke, unfortunately. He retired on the first lap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, Banky's back, thankfully, now, and he is pushing very hard, like, he just completely hopped that curb.
Who was
They
about
on
again?
him.
Laps remaining. Lap 22 out of 36.
Lap 23 now. Danny's just sort of... Danny's sitting there pretty at the moment. He's not particularly... He is pulling away, sorry, my mistake. He's pulling away ever so slightly from Woken every lap also.
We're 63% into the race. You know, quick maths, I did that in my head.
I bet you got your calculator out for that. But 63, also George Russell's number. And right now, I think George Russell's car is about to come across for the win at the moment in Danny.
Yep. Nah, it's Nicholas Latifi.
No, I think it's Danny's car. The Toil's retired.
I get the second. Is that going to be a safety
That's
car
going to be a VSC.
Yeah.
Danny could come in here. I think he does have an opportunity to say we could go mediums to the end.
Mediums?
No,
he actually could go soft if he wants to stretch them out.
Will Woken come in and stay out?
Would you
Woken staying out? Ed staying out. It depends on where the track is. So the VSC's now ended. We're back racing once again. Now we have Woken. He's not particularly gaining. I think he's lost a bit of time on the safety car restart to Ed. Ed being on the sides for about 11 laps, I want to say. I think Woken's tyres are about a lap or two older, as there's another yellow flag. Not sure what that was for.
Let's have a look at not Banker. It is actually Chris all over the back of Mods here, very, very close. Immortal retires.
Is retired. Is that going to bring
Two
out the full
retirements
safety
for
car?
the Haas team. Mods makes a mistake. Chris is going to capitalise on it.
Another
But he has to slow
VSC.
down due to the VSC. So what an opportunity for the Alpha to get past the McLaren just then, but he had to stop. That is
Doubt
very,
anybody's
very
going to come in.
unfortunate.
No, by the look to it, we're going to have everybody going to be staying out for the time being.
I remember when I had a shocking race. Like, I went to lap 11, pitted for the hards, then I did about 5 laps on hards, got wing damage, went on the mediums for 10 laps, then I actually went on the softs. I made a good comeback and got a podium, but...
Not fair enough.
yeah, nah. Fakey gets a drive-through penalty. What do you think of that?
He's done what I do and sped under the safety car.
He sacrificed himself.
But now down to 4 viewers. Something hell.
We are
need to act a
sorry,
bit
this is
more
actually hasn't been
interesting
the best
here.
race.
Come on.
It's
step
funny
up,
how you
Connor.
say that.
Come on.
You're the main commentator for Tier 1.
Let's still though, come on. A bit more spriteful. The Immortals is now left. He's in, I presume, for his drive-through. Yeah. He's in, now he's out. It's quite a short pit lane round here. You're able to... well, it's
Yeah,
not really an undercut round here, or an overcut. It's just because tyre wear is not too effective around it because it is a downforce heavy track. Like he's sort of drifting there. Didn't know we're in Tokyo. But right now, yeah, there's nobody catching or losing time to anybody. It's just a very spread out field. There's no real battles happening, unfortunately.
Fastest laps, let's have a look. Fastest laps still hold by Banker. 11 points, 0.
And he's got 3
Danny
seconds.
picks up a 3 second. That could change it, but then
I
again...
doubt it will, unfortunately. I think that will not change the result of the race, but it shows that he has been pushing. Clearly he's pushed a little bit too hard. He's been giving himself a 3-second time penalty, but because Woken's 6 seconds back, he's still technically leading by 3 seconds. Woken will see that and think, I should probably start pushing. But Danny's just been rapid. At the end of last season, and well, they were only 2 rounds in, but he's been on it all the last few races. As mentioned, including last season. And he was last season's champion. Ed could have very much won the championship. He was just off. But right
Didn't
now,
he DNF at Monza?
Ed did, yes, unfortunately.
I think that was one of the races that he was really annoyed about.
Yeah, well,
Can't
you
remember
would
what
be
exactly
too, wouldn't
happened.
you?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm a bot at the game, so... I only play with 95 difficulty, because I'm a bot. Alfie, what difficulty do you usually play on? 110?
No, I'm not that experienced. I think I'm 102 at the moment.
Oh, I'm only 95.
I think Ed's gained a little bit on Woken. I might be clutching on strings here, but he has caught a little bit. I think so.
He is gain on him throughout corners. I must say. My phone's going kaping.
At the moment, it's just, yeah. For the championship, I think right now, Danny would still be leading. It's how much? Danny's just gone, I think he's just taken fastest lap away from, I think it was Banky, I believe. Banky's in, but another set of softs to go to the end. Possibly take Danny's fastest lap away. Is that likely? Yes. In doing that, I think Banky's actually behind Danny. As in Danny has now lapped Banky. Thinking about Keys, Fakey, he's not really been anywhere this race, unfortunately. He qualified well. And Woken's now gotten 3 seconds. That could actually promote Ed up into P2. If the match stays about the same, Ed's not only karting. Oh wait, I didn't get a podium in karting, I'm thinking of somebody else. Ed could get his first podium of today, and it be a second rather than a third. All he needs to do is just stick within 3 seconds of Wogan. And he's good. Sorry, Ed's still on there. And he's good. So Ed's gonna be pushing, Wogan is going to be pushing. So there's no juxtaposition here, it's just gonna be fighting until the end. Between these two, yes, there will be a 3 seconds in the middle, but if Ed can get within and stay within that 3 seconds, which he is doing right now, it won't be Woken P2, it will be Ed. Woken really hasn't been catching Danny. Danny's just sort of got pole and just led every lap. I wish it was a little bit more interesting than that, but a little bit more interesting than that. But unfortunately, that's what it is at the moment. It's just Danny pulling away from Ed. No, sorry, not pulling away from Ed. Pulling away from Woken. Ed is doing a good job, all keeping with Woken. Ed's had 2 warnings at the moment. I'm not sure if they are track limits, I'll check now. One is for a collision with Lord Gamer, and the other one is exceeding track limits. So he only has 1 warning. Woken has 0 warnings at the moment, 3 if you include the one with the penalty, and the same for Danny. Frankie's now gone quickest. Takes that fastest lap away from Danny. I'm not sure if Danny will be able to capitalise on that and go quicker. I don't think he will, because those hards, if you have a look, they are definitely a bit more second hand.
How many laps have they done? Let's have a look.
We've done 31 at the moment.
Nice. Chris is actually
Now we're on
the
lap
most.
32.
5 laps are remaining. I'm just gonna quickly put my phone on charge. It's on 2%.
Okay. Nobody's within a battle, and what I mean by that is nobody's I'd say 2 seconds, about a second within each other. It's just it's all spread out. 11 runners. We did have 14. 1 retired on lap 1. Haas is retired side by side pretty much. now?
Right, I'm back.
Ed has been catching Broken ever so slightly. I don't think it's enough. Like, unless Broken's able to just suddenly pull away, I think
It's
Ed,
easy.
at the moment, it looks like Ed will be P2 in this race, which is very good, considering I think he would have gained about 3 or 4 positions. Let me just check. Is it? No, it's not under interval. I reckon it'll be. Yeah, Ed has gained 3 positions if he finishes where he is. Jordan has gained 7 positions. Mods 5 positions, Bullet 2 positions. So nothing too much. Jordan has an 8-second penalty though. The top 2 have penalties, and then it's Ed behind who doesn't. And because, well, I think Woken's losing time to both Danny and Ed. I think Ed's currently keeping within that 3-second window. On lap 34, we have 2.5 laps remaining.
This will be good points for the Mercedes team this week. And also for the AlphaTauri team. You know. I know, Jack, I think I need to get better Wi-Fi.
Yeah, same. Ed has minutely. Hold on. I think Ed has more ERS than Broken. It's just by the slightest of margins. It's like 2%, 3%.
Did you know that Ed has 3 warnings?
No, I think one of them's colliding with Law Gamer, and the other 2 must be track extends.
Yeah, must be.
Right now, though, if he does get a penalty, that means that P2 is not looking likely. But what is looking likely is Danny, as he's about to approach the final lap. He has 2 corners to go, and it will be the final lap. It will also be... wait, where?
2 wins out of 2.
Yeah. What a start for Danny. But right now, I think Ed's hungry for that P2. He just needs to keep it clean on the track for the last lap. He has gained quite a lot. He's gained about 4 tenths over these last few laps. Ed's looking good. Ed's looking good for this. I'm hoping for him, obviously, to do well. P2 would be great for him. I don't think he did enough, well, I say, don't think he did enough practice. He didn't really do much practice, should I say, because he has been karting today. MP8, he told me. He may have got blocked flagged. But, you know what, not as silly. Danny, he has led every lap. He doesn't have fastest, unfortunately. But what he does have at the moment is the win in his hand. He's going to come across the line. 2 wins out of 2 for Danny Skedit. TRT Danny takes it. Looking behind
Look at
now.
this, look at Ed.
Woken.
Is he going to get P2? Is he going to
he
get
is.
P2?
Ed comes across the line. Ed is
P2.
P2 in this race. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure.
Jordan
Woken
has the 8
P3.
second here. Jordan unserved penalty, 5 second penalty, unserved penalty. So I believe that's actually increased his penalties all the way to 13. Because he did not save
8 still.
8 still.
Yeah.
We got the
And we just
McLaren
went for 2
boys.
cars to come across the
Mods
line.
comes over, brilliant drive.
Mods and the bullet. And that is your race, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it wasn't very exciting from our end.
So
Once the pit stop
therefore,
sort of happened.
because it hasn't been a good race, we're not going to do interviews today.
Okay.
Because there wasn't much entertainment, so we're not going to do interviews today.
Right, okay.
I've got English assessment and maths assessment tomorrow. Woohoo!
When? When?
Tomorrow.
Oh, when did I ask? Oh, Jordy.
What have you got tomorrow then?
I have a hospital appointment.
What's been up with you, Alpha?
That's
Do you
personal, I'd much rather not say.
Okay, I was gonna say if you needed me, I would donate some money.
Really goose. Anyway, we'll run down the grid and then we'll end the stream. So, Danny wins by commanding victory. 10 seconds he won by from EDMG, who on track finished P3. Broken in P3, finished P2 on track. I know that's mildly confusing, but that's penalties for you. A biblical P4, good race from him. Same from Furcho. P6 Jordan, P7 Lord Gamer, who did look good. Unfortunately, he did have an incident on quite early on. Mods in P8, good recovery from him. The Bullet in P9. Banky rounding off the top 10. Fakey in P11, rounding off the whole entire race. Immortals, Natoil and Brute Gordon all retired from this race, so no points for them. Good.
So,
Good, like, they retired, like, good, like, as in, I've recapped it. Anyway, would you like to round off the stream, or shall I?
we'll be live next week at the worst track, in my opinion, in the calendar, which is France. So, if you are watching Tier 3, don't expect me to do that good, but Alpha would probably do better, so watch the Tier 2 stream. Yeah, but we'll see you next week. Normal time next Friday at 6:30, and then we'll see you the day after, and so on and so. So, we'll see you next week. I hope you all are doing good, and take care. And enjoy the rest of your day, or rest of your day. We'll see you next week. Bye.